They are there to work and to earn. And which kind of job they doing? There are two categories. Many are traders, others are doing maybe some high-skilled jobs. So my view is that it is time to reciprocate. This Senate should adopt a position that MTN, a South African company that is cutting away millions of dollars from Nigeria every day, that Nigeria nationalize it and withdraw its license.
Nigeria's Senate has issued a firm and emotional condemnation of the renewed xenophobic violence targeting Nigerians and other African nationals in South Africa, calling the attacks a direct assault on African solidarity and human dignity. Rising under a motion of urgent national importance, Senator Akpan Ekong painted a grim picture of repeated hostility, noting that the attacks have once again resulted in death, destructions of livelihoods, and widespread fear among Nigerians living in South Africa.
Intimidation, harassment, displacement, destruction of businesses and properties, and threats to life directed against Nigerians and other African nationals resident in South Africa and Ghana, forcing many innocent persons to live in terror, thereby abandoning their livelihoods and fleeing communities in which they lawfully reside, and they have contributed immensely through honest labor and enterprise. The Senate also notes with deep concern that beyond the physical attacks lies a deepening atmosphere of fear, humiliation, psychological trauma, and dehumanization, wherein Nigerians are increasingly profiled, haunted, and treated as though being a Nigerian national alone constitutes an offense.
Lawmakers across party lines expressed outrage, describing the incident as intolerable and demanding immediate, decisive action to safeguard Nigerian citizens abroad. Adding a stronger tone to the debate, Senator Adams Oshiomhole called for tough economic measures, including sanctions on South African businesses operating in Nigeria. He stressed that continued inaction could embolden further attacks and undermine Nigeria's standing on the continent.
These Nigerians who are in South Africa, they are not there on holiday. They are there to work and to earn. And which kind of job they are doing? There are two categories. Many are traders, others are doing maybe some high-skilled jobs. So my view is that it is time to reciprocate. This Senate should adopt a position that MTN, a South African company that is cutting away millions of dollars from Nigeria every day, that Nigeria nationalize it and withdraw its license.
Offering a different perspective, former Senate President Ahmed Lawan urged caution and strategic diplomacy. He referenced past interventions under former President Muhammadu Buhari, suggesting that sustained diplomatic engagement could yield more lasting solutions.
Without any justification at all, the Senate and House at that time set up a committee to go to the Parliament of South Africa with a parliamentary message from the Parliament of Nigeria. Mr. President, I would recommend that this Senate, after discussing, debating, and taking resolutions, we talk to the House of Reps. They should do the same. And then we have one parliamentary committee to consist of both senators and members of the House, whether the Foreign Affairs Committee or whichever. And I would suggest here that maybe the Senate leader should lead the team to the Parliament of South Africa.
In his concluding remarks, Senate President Godswill Akpabio condemned the violence in the strongest terms, emphasizing that such actions betray the vision of a united Africa and violate basic human rights.
On this matter, but not the action of revoking any license. We are not going to touch any business of South Africa, and we won't touch the business of any country. We believe strongly that with diplomatic engagements, these issues will be resolved. But at the same time, we'll demand justice for those who have been killed, and we'll demand reparation, we'll demand compensation. We believe also that, what has been done is unacceptable, not just to Nigerians, but to the international community, and that the international community should hold the government of South Africa accountable. So this Senate views this barbaric action with seriousness, and will come up with very actionable plans together with the House of Representatives.
The Senate is now considering a multi-pronged response, including the possibility of sanctions and the deployment of a high-level parliamentary delegation to South Africa. The proposed engagement aims to strengthen legal and institutional frameworks that can prevent future occurrences. In a solemn moment, lawmakers observed a minute of silence in honor of victims, reinforcing a unified call for justice, accountability, and stronger protections for Nigerians wherever they reside.